Hey, what's up, CPNG? So we're about to get into our next video. We have Miss Ederra, Miss Yas. She's going to be telling us about her business, Ederra's Beauty. We just wrapped up a great interview with Mr. Steve Shears. We're going to have some fun, and she's going to introduce herself right now.
Hi everyone, my name is Yas E on Facebook from Ederra Beauty, and we're going to have a great interview and talk about a lot of good stuff today.
All right, no doubt. So we're going to get right into it. What would you say are some of the main elements that have to come together in order for a person's business to blossom?
Well, number one is understanding your mission, understanding why you're doing it, and once you lock down that why, everything else pretty much falls into place.
Okay. And what's the name of the place that you went to school with, and what did they teach you?
I went to Empire Beauty School, which I tell a lot of people if they're going to go into the beauty industry, go to like a school like Empire, because it gives you a general view of all different types of hair instead of just one or two textures like certain other schools that we're not going to name.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's fine. And what's funny, I noticed that you educate people and things like that, and you got good knowledge like hair. Like I was just hit to like knowing that Asian hair is the one that's actually thick and everything like that. What type of interesting things did you learn in the business about hair that could like stick out, like pH and how it affects people, etc.?
Well, you'd find out that a lot of things that you never knew had something to do with hair, like to do with the health of your hair plays a big role. Like your environment, what you eat, what you're around, what you do, how you work, do you work out, and all those other different things. So whenever I'm having a consultation with somebody, I always try to find out the most information about them so that I know how to treat their hair in the best way possible.
Okay. And would you set aside the time to like teach different people hair techniques? Like if you needed somebody else for the salon or?
To teach, I think you have to have that teaching thing.
Okay.
I have no problem giving information, telling people what I know, but as far as being an instructor or a teacher, I don't think I have the patience for it.
Not the patience or the time. Okay.
Oh no, I probably could make the time, because we make the time for whatever we choose to make the time for. But we all know what we can and cannot do in this life, and teaching, I don't think it's something that I can do.
I got you. When it comes to the different types of hairs and everything like that, I heard they have like Indian hair, Peruvian hair, Brazilian hair. How can you tell the difference between like the textures and everything like that? Like what sticks out between all of them?
Well, each texture of hair has different characteristics. Like with the Brazilian hair, it tends to be a little thicker, but sometimes more on the dull side, as opposed to the Malaysian or Indian hair that tends to have more of a natural sheen to it. So yeah, I mean, it varies by location.
Okay. And who is like your primary demographics, and who are like your main supporters?
Well, see, that's the great thing about Ederra Beauty. When we were constructing our business, we wanted to make sure that we didn't lock in to just one specific demographic. We wanted to make sure that we had a product that could be used and be loved by all different types of people from all over.
Okay. And before somebody makes like the main event, because I'm going to call getting your hair done and stuff like that a main event, before they do stuff like that, the holistic thing is big and everything like that. What is something that people can do to like treat their hair to make the process easier before they come see you?
Keep good, consistent maintenance, quality self-care maintenance. Actually pay attention to your hair. I know we have some people that like to say, I don't do anything to my hair, I let my stylist do everything, but there is some things that you have to do at home to take care of your hair, as in between your appointments, and that goes depending on your hair, on your hairstyle, on your life. So it's not like a general answer I can give to that.
Okay. And I just recently found out that you have a partnership and that you have a friend. What's the name of your partner?
My partner's name is Joy Home Plus, Rock Solid Acquisitions, and also Genius Viral Scott Solutions, which is a virtual assistant business.
Okay. And when it comes to partnerships in business,
Yes.
what would you say, like, chemistry is very important.
Yes.
What would you say is like the main and the primary thing that you have to have, like with a business partner?
I would say the most important aspect of your relationship with your business partner is you both having a firm grasp of why you're doing it, a firm grasp of what you're doing, and being able to just work well together with one another. But you want to kind of find that out in time. But starting out, understanding what you're doing. What is your why? What is your mission? Why are you doing what you're doing? What is going to be the outcome of what you're doing? And how is that going to have an impact on the people around you? So if you have a partner that's not thinking about those things, then they may not be the right person for your business specifically. Because I knew for Ederra Beauty, we wanted to create a business that wasn't just a business that consumed from the community, a business that just sat around, that was like a faceless entity on the internet. We wanted to have the name recognition of whenever someone thinks of Ederra Beauty, they think of the outreach that they do, they think of the nonprofits that we work with, they think of the fundraising that we do, because we want to offer something more to the people that we, that consumes our product. We want to be able to, give them a better foundation so that, the better that they are, the better that we are.
Okay. All right, let's deal with contrast on the different ends of the spectrum. What's like a very easy thing to do, like a very easy hairstyle, like boom, 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 I'm done? And then what's the thing that's real complex? You had to basically be like a surgeon and everything like that.
I mean, the most basic hairstyle in the world is like a low ball fade. Like, you don't got to do nothing to
like
it.
Eve?
Hair excellence comes with work, no matter what it is, no matter what the style is. So it doesn't matter if you have really short hair or if you have hair down to your ankles. It all comes with some level of...
Like the lady from Soul Train?
And I'm pretty sure she had lots of hours of just sitting there doing her hair. But she must have understood that it comes with maintenance. That's why her hair was able to grow so long.
Okay. Hair is affiliated and associated with like beauty and everything like that. Do you have a lot of connects with like makeup artists? Is there like a whole society that you guys connect with?
Yeah, there is a huge society. There's a huge group of hairstylists, makeup artists, and then you also have a lot of people who claim that they're hairstylists and makeup artists, that didn't go to school, that don't have proper knowledge to back up their talent. Because it's great if you have the talent, it's great if you have the drive and you want to do, amazing things in the beauty industry, but you have to get that education to back up. So yeah, there's a lot of beauty professionals, and it seems like we're growing by the day.
Okay. Well, of course, hair is important and it's essential. It's something that people like affiliate with themselves. Some people, I feel like they go off the deep end to take care of their hair, and then some people just are like haphazard with everything like that. You even got songs about hair. I whip my hair back and forth with Will Smith's daughter. What's her name? Willow Smith. And then you got N.D.I.R.E. I'm Not My Hair. Those songs have messages in them. And so many things are going on with hair. Like, there's even like, you have locks in the workplace. Like, in some states, you couldn't have locks in the hair for whatever reason, or anything like that. What's something that you notice that hair gives people that liberates them?
Hair is our crown. To a lot of people, to a lot of cultures, hair is your crown, hair is your glory. Sometimes in some cultures, it seems that the hair is put up on a higher pedestal than the actual woman or man itself. So it depends on like where you look at, what time frame you look at, But when it comes down to it, it's one of the first things that people see. It's one of the first things that people, get an idea of who you are. Okay. It may not sound like that. People think, oh, it's just hair, but it's not just hair. Because you see somebody with unkept hair, it looks all crazy and frizzy, and unless it's supposed to like they with style. But if they look like they don't care for their hair, then you start to wonder, well, do they care for themselves and everything that they're attached to? Do they care for that too? What type of effort do they put into these things? Because if you don't have the time to just simply comb your hair every day, then what else don't you have time for? What else aren't you making time for?
I feel you. Not too long ago, well, I would say about a decade ago, Chris Rock put out a documentary called Good Hair. And you saw it? Okay. And it was in reference to his daughter saying, like, she didn't have good hair and everything like that. What are your views about how a person is saying what good hair is and what is, what it isn't, and everything like that?
Well, good hair doesn't come from a race. Good hair doesn't come from a people. Good hair comes from how you take care of your hair specifically. Little black girls, you have amazing, beautiful, great hair.
That's right.
We just have to get better with how we take care of our hair, so that the true beauty of our hair can shine through. No matter what our race is, no matter what our background is, anybody can have amazing hair. It's about what you do and how you see hair.
Okay. And when it comes to, like, what year is it? It's 2019. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are starting to get more conscious of what they call woke and everything like that. And a lot of people are starting to wear their hair natural. A lot of people just can't get away what they call the creamy crack, perms and everything like that. Me personally, I believe a person should just do themselves. But in your perspective, how do you feel about, like, how people stand over here, like, well, I prefer my hair natural. Some people are like, well, it's my hair it's mine if I bought it. Like, how do you feel about those different contrasts?
You don't love yourself because you do this and do that. I was actually, short story, I was actually part of this group discussion. It was about 25 black women in a room. You had some that were natural, you had some that were, I guess they want to say processed, and you had some that just float in between all around. And a lot of the women who are natural have this conception that women who add more and do more are trying to fight this self-hate. Now, in some cases, that's true. But that's to say that some women who are natural don't deal with those, and they have ways of dealing with that are different than, some women that are processed. But I think we have to get over this myth that all women that add to themselves are trying to fight some type of unhealthy view of themselves. I don't add these things. I don't add lashes and makeup and hair and all this other stuff for the acceptance of other people or to fit in with another person's standard of what beauty is. I do it because I like it. And as long as you're doing things in the beauty industry that you like, for your enjoyment, and not for the trying to fit in with other people or trying to fit the standards of other people, because we're never going to live up to those expectations and standards of these people. And if you're constantly running after another person's view of who you are, you're never going to meet it. So why even try? So when you're wearing your weaves and you're wearing your lashes and doing all these crazy things, enjoy it. It's fun. It's for you. It's not for anybody else.
Got you. You know what's funny? I was just saying to somebody the other day, like, going to the hair salon, and I reiterated on this event. It's a main event. Because long story short, I went to a unisex salon. You might have heard of it. It's right there at Border Alney. And I got to see the whole process of a woman getting braids. And I was like, she's been there for a very long time. So it takes hours. So hats off in that aspect. But what is something like, sometimes a person will have a very, very high budget, like to do their hair. Like, how would you say a person should balance those things out? Because I heard that hair weaves can go up to like $600 and like $700.
You can spend as much as you want on your hair. It's high.
Is it like a finer quality?
Huh?
Does higher price necessarily mean higher quality?
No. You can pay millions of dollars for anything and not receive quality. Quality comes in many different ways. Quality is offered in many different ways. Just because you're spending a lot of money on something doesn't make it quality. I have girls who come to me talking about, well, I just spent $500-$600 on some hair, and then I had to get rid of the hair in a month. My hair on my head is 2 years old. You wouldn't know it, but that just comes from the quality of the product. And that's another thing. When we started our business, I wanted a product that I can get behind because I know that it's going to add substance and quality to the person. Like, it's not just going to be there, and then you're going to have to get rid of it in like 6 months. You're going to have to get rid of it in a year. I wanted something that I can really stand behind. So, just because a person spends all those crazy amounts of money, it doesn't really mean anything. It's about, if the hair is it good or not? Does it last or not? Is it 10A quality hair? Or what is it?
Okay. So, there's a lot of different directions that we can go with, like with the recommendations of hair. But long story short, when a client comes to you, let's say they were coming here for the first time, and they want a certain hairstyle, would you give the client what they want, or by your professionalism, would you give the person what you think they need or what they should get, or in between?
It's an in between. It's a balance. You definitely have to find a balance. You just can't put anything on this person unless you have that relationship. Like, I have some clients, I've been doing hair for over 12 years. I have some clients who just sit in my chair and just let me do my thing because it's that level of trust. I know their hair, I know them, so they know that whatever I'm going to do for them, they're going to like. And then you got some people that are trying to be in the mirror and dictate every single step. So you have to find that balance of giving them what they want, but also making sure that it fits them and that it's for the best interest and quality and health of their hair.
Okay. And getting back to the core, because there's some new viewers who just viewed in. Until then, shout out to the viewers. What's the name of your company and like how did it get started? And tell us a little bit more about Ederra's Beauty.
I am co-owner and operator of Ederra Beauty, and we are not just a regular hair company. We have our moniker is Unleash the Goddess Within. And when we look at what a goddess is, she's this beautiful being that has all this great adulation and love, but there's also a level of responsibility that comes with that position. You have a responsibility to the people around you. We have to make sure that you understand that everything that you do in this world has repercussions on everything around you, people, places, and etc. So we want to make sure that the movements of Ederra are going to be in the best interest of everybody. We're looking to build a foundation, a network that is going to, put our children that are coming in the generations after us, put them in a position that they're actually able to do better, be better, have the ability to dream, as opposed to, a lot of us when we came up, our parents were more so looking into how to just get food on the table. And I think now we're at a space where we're able to do more than just get by. We're actually, able to live and thrive.
Thank God.
Right, than just, exist. So that's what we're looking to do, and that's who Ederra is. That's what she is.
Okay. And let's say a lady was viewing at home and she's like, well, I need my hair done. I'm used to doing my own hair, but I want to do something different. Where can they find you at?
Right now, I work at Super Nail Spa and Hair. We are in Darby, 877 Main Street in Delaware. And the nonprofit we're working with is the People's Emergency Center, and they're located at 325 North 39th Street in West Philly. And on the 23rd of October, we have a jobs and resource fair, and we're going to have different organizations that are going to be there that are going to be offering different educational services. We have some tutors that are going to be there. They're offering tutoring services, child care, staffing agencies looking to do entry level all the way up to college educated. Nice. Because we would like to give these residents who have been affected by homelessness, a opportunity to get their families back on track. And we're talking about people who are, some of them are extremely educated, and sometimes it's just a check that literally made the difference. So everybody that is homeless and everybody that's going through these issues, we have to understand that they're not bad people. Life just happens. So that's part of our mission, is to be there and extend hands to people that actually need it. That's why we decided to work with the People's Emergency Center, because when I went to talk to them, I found out that their mission has constantly grown because they decided not to deny people. They decided not to turn people away. So they constantly had to figure out how to help all these different people that are coming in. So their program went from just working with single mothers that are affected by homelessness, to single parents and families who have been affected by homelessness, LGBT families that have been affected by homelessness. If you have kids and you're homeless and you need help, the People's Emergency Center are there to help you. So when I saw that, it spoke to me because I'm a poor kid from the hood. I never experienced homelessness, thank God, but I've seen it, and a lot of the issues that they try to help solve are things that I was right next to and that I saw, but I was never a part of. So okay. I kind of think like that's my mission, being there to help people, to give them the resources. This organization, they need some help, and I want to be there.
Okay. So as far as like your business right now, how would you choose to like expand, or like what's your idea? You said like a brickstone, or? Okay,
so the dream would be to have a brick and mortar, to have one of the brownstones in here in Center City, Philly, gut it out and have a whole entire spa, make it reasonably priced for regular everyday working women.
Okay.
That has always been like a main key for our business, with the way that we price our products and everything. We want to make sure that regular everyday people have access, that it's not just you have to make all this amount of money in order to feel luxury or to feel, feel that level of class.
That's nice. That's good, cause it's definitely good that you don't exclude people, because some people love to do stuff like that. A friend of mine, they actually make over homeless people. Have you ever been involved with something like that, or have you ever heard of anything like that?
I've never been a part of it, but I've heard people do it time and time again. It gave me an idea for the fundraiser that we're doing with the People's Emergency Center on the 23rd, with the Resource and Job Fair. We're doing makeovers for some of the residents. So we're getting together prior. We're going to do their makeovers, get them new work-ready clothes and attire. We also have a clothing drive coming up that goes with that. And we're going to do like a commercial, we're going to do a photo shoot with them, and we're going to help them set up interviews so that they can further and do better for themselves.
Okay. So we mentioned partnerships earlier. Do you ever reach out to like different salons in the area and like try to have your products there, or do you? Yeah. How does that work? Because I think I seen somewhere that you was doing something in bulk, or
yes,
you're trying. Okay.
We are a black-owned hair vendor. We're not just a hair company. So
Nice.
if someone is looking to start their own hair business, we help with that. If you're looking to have a supplier, we have the capacity to do that also. We reach out to different salons to have them carry our hair. But what we find out in Philly is that everybody has a hairline. And everybody sells hair. Everybody is doing hair. So
how do you vary it?
Different?
Yeah, what makes it different?
What makes us different? Our mission makes us different. What do we do different? We do everything different. We don't just offer hair. So that, and I think with time, that distinction is going to put us in leagues ahead from all the other hair companies, because it's rare to find beauty companies like ours that are more invested into the people than I guess the product or the business itself. Like, we're more invested into the people that it's affecting.
Okay. And that kind of makes me think back to the documentary with Chris Rock had. Remember that he went into the store with a whole bunch of black hair.
Yeah, and they didn't want to touch it. And it's like, because we have been brainwashed to think that
our hair is actually the best kind, but we won't get into that later.
We've been brainwashed to think that black hair is unwanted. That black hair is unkept. It's so wild. No, you just need to learn how to take care of it. That's all. Black hair is beautiful. And yeah.
But how? Well, just looking at things as a numbers perspective, just in format and looking at things in business, how do we get over the hurdle? Some of us are already over the hurdle, but how do the rest of us get over the hurdle of realizing this is our hair, so why in the world aren't we involved in it? And why is everybody else, why are there other cultures, not as a knock at them, but if it's our hair, we should be leading it. So how do we get over that hurdle where we're involved more with selling our own hair?
I think you're asking a question that has an even more broader answer, because we're talking about self-love and displaced African people in America. That creates a whole nother interview.
I'm open.
All I can do, because I'm not able to fight the problem as a whole, all I can do is that every time there's a black little girl that's in my salon, that's in my chair, I make her aware of how beautiful her hair is, about how beautiful it makes her, how beautiful how much beauty it adds to her. And I think that honestly, that's the only way, is going further. Like, we know that all of that, those stereotypes and things are crap. So it's about what we invest into into our future, the foundation that we're laying for our children. We're giving them the opportunity to believe. We're giving them the opportunity to dream. So we're giving, these little black girls the faith inside themselves to know that my hair is beautiful, no matter what I do to my hair. Like, yeah, my hair is all types of natural and this and that, but I don't wear these for anyone else. I'm wearing it because I want to wear it, because it fits better in my day-to-day life. But I'm beautiful with it. I'm beautiful without it.
Okay. And then on a lighter note, let's go back and do some time traveling. Back to the 90s. What are some hairstyles that stick out from the 90s?
Well, for one, the most iconic movie, Axe.
Oh my gosh. Well, Halle Berry and that other lady, I forgot her name.
Yes, Halle Berry and oh my goodness, what is her name? That's horrible. But yeah, Facets.
She was on Eve, I think.
Yep, she was. Yeah. All of those styles, all of the finger waves and the waterfalls and like the French rolls.
French rolls.
And all of that stuff just makes it neat. A lot of that just comes right on back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, styles do repeat each other. I wouldn't be surprised if I see the French corn roll come back or finger waves.
Time to time, I do wigs, I do all that stuff.
Oh, you can do the parts too? Okay. That's what's up. So wrapping things up, just talk a little bit about what your business partner does, her name and what she does, because there's more people tuning in.
My business partner, her name is Joy Quest. She is owner of Rock Solid Acquisitions. She's a real estate investor. And she also has Genius Virus Sky Solutions, which is a virtual assistant business. And that has been like, we're integrating that into our business that we share together, which is Ederra Hair. And having that third party, assistant, being able to do all the mundane, monotonous stuff that we kind of, like entrepreneurs, find ourselves getting caught up in, that takes away from us being out there interacting with people, talking to people directly. It takes a lot of that off of our plate so that we can pay more attention to the mission and to the vision itself. So she has that going on. We have Ederra Hair, Ederra Beauty, still going on Ederra Hair, still using her name. She's also gotten me interested into the real estate world. Meeting her, she became one of my first entrepreneurial mentors because she was the first one that I had access to actually pick her brain, because she willingly gave me the knowledge. She wasn't asking for anything in return. She invested in me because she saw that I could be a benefit to her and other people around, and she wanted to see me be the best that I could be. So having that behind me gives me more. It gives me more faith. Gives me more resolve to do what we need to do as far as the business itself. Being capable and able to hold the responsibility of what we're doing, because it's not like it's not just a hair company. There's so much other things coming with that that I feel that in order for me to be happy, it has to come with it. In order for me to be happy with myself, my business has to be doing something for the community. It has to be giving back. The imprint that we have has to be built so that I am giving more than what I'm consuming.
Nice. That's a good point. I bet you if a lot of people caught on to that aspect, like you would start to grow like in record numbers.
Yeah, but, it's a Native American thing. When you take from the earth, you have to give back. You have to replenish. So if I take up a plant, I have to plant 2 more.
That's a good idea. That's a motto right there. In short, today's the last day of summer, and tomorrow's the first day of autumn. What are some goals that you had before the year closes, before the final season happens?
I would like to publicly have Ederra Beauty solidified. Have people know who she is. Have people understand what her mission is. Understand the people who are behind it.
Is Ederra named after anybody?
Well, I found the name online. I was like using the Googler, and I said, what does beautiful mean in different languages? Like, what does it mean to different people? What is it, in other languages? And I saw it in Basque. That's the language, and I like the name and I went with it. And then of course found out that it was all these other companies that had, the Ederra something in it, but not many of them had the impact that we're trying to do.
Okay, that's interesting to know. So we getting all types of lessons today. Okay. Well, tell us the platforms that people can find you in on Instagram.
All right, we are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It is Ederra Beauty now on Instagram. It is Ederra's Destiny on Facebook, and on Twitter it is Ederra Beauty now.
Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. We had some great interviews on today. We definitely will be seeing more of these people. She gave us some good information on hair, what you can do to treat your hair. Definitely how important it is to have self-esteem. And just like the comedian said, self-esteem is called self-esteem because of the esteem of yourself. So if you don't have some, get some. So thank you very much, Yas, for this interview. It's good to finally meet you in person. So everybody, we're signing off right now, live from Liberty Place. Having a good day.